If you're feeling that you lost your mojo or you're experiencing a lack of sexual desire after the breakup, you gotta know this. Mother Nature put a block on your cock. Now, I know it sounds funny, but that is true. And think about the sexual desire. It's actually the desire to procreate. Now, when we're procreating, it's not just for men to spread the seed and leave. It's spread the seed and stay, take care of the offsprings, provide, protect, lead. Now, the reason that Mother Nature put a block on your cock is because Mother Nature is wise. She knows that you cannot stay because you're still emotionally wounded. I'm Coach Paz Goldman, and in today, I wanted to talk to you about this because I see a lot of clients and they talk to me and they tell me, listen, I can't even get it up after the breakup. I can't even masturbate. I can't do anything. And it's perfectly normal. This is why the lack of sexual desire is because you're healing, and it's hard to heal when you're distracted. And this is also why rebound relationships never works, because it's purely physical and none of the emotional part. It's impossible to create a healthy relationship without an emotional bond. If it's based only on physicality, it never works. So I really want you guys, friends, to really get a deep understanding of why it's happening to you. You don't have also blood circulation going. It's different. Your central nervous system took a hit. Probably you can't sleep, you can't eat, maybe you have diarrhea issues, digestive issues, everything just you're completely disoriented. A breakup, it's one of the things that no one really prepares you for. And you can see how it impacted you by the way your body reacts to it. Also, if you can get it up, this is just one of the symptoms that you still have a lot of healing to do, and it's not time for you to procreate. So understand that. It's pretty simple concept. Now, if you need help with that, we are here for you. This channel is here to guide you. You can get the Rise of the Phoenix, my online healing coaching program, to help you, to guide you, to understand that. Also, man, if you're having this issue, I highly advise you to hit me up personally, because there might be underlying issues there that are different. I'm trying to cover everything here as much as I can, because I do want you to get the proper information, but I can diagnose your situation only when I'm talking to you. But generally speaking, this is why it happens. And the solution for that is working out. The solution for that is reflecting, because you need to heal your heart. Before you heal your heart, you need to heal your mind, get the realizations from your mind to your heart, and then the heart and the mind are synchronizing, doing things that strengthening you and not weakening you, physical activity, eat properly, no drinking, no smoking. There's a lot of little minor things that an adjustment that you can take in order for you to actually resolve this issue. And don't try to expedite your healing with superficial shit. Don't try. Don't even try. Do it correctly, because the quality of your life will be determined the quality of the healing that you're experiencing right here, right now. And it's not just the quality of your life, also the quality of your next relationship. So you need to be strong. You need to be grounded. You need to be understanding of what happened. Your body tells you, your body is so wise. Mother Nature is so wise. Mother Nature is in charge of procreation. Do you think she's really going to let you to procreate while you're wounded like this, where you cannot provide, protect, or do or lead? It's not going to happen. So work on you. Rise, grow, understand, come different. You come and become different, because this is your hero's journey. You go out there. Now you're in the battlefield, in the wilderness, and it's tough. I know. I feel you, brother. I know. But let me tell you, after you're coming back from this fight, mhm, you're becoming so strong. You become unfuckable. If you do it correctly, that's the last time that you experience this emotional impact over a breakup. Ask me how I know. I experienced a breakup about a month ago. It didn't move me an inch. An inch. And you guys saw, and if you haven't, saw my breakup from a year ago, exactly a year ago. If you didn't watch it, the link in the description below, watch it. See how I was a year ago when my ex cheated on me. I sobbed and cried. It was horrible, but I needed this to break me for me to become unbreakable. Before you become unbreakable, you break multiple times. Now, when I experienced this break, I was like, okay, it was different. She didn't cheat. I didn't cheat. It was very conscious uncoupling. The reason that we broke up is because she wanted to have kids. I don't want to have kids. This is my decision. And that was the main reason. I would say, yeah, probably the only reason that we broke up. And it is what it is. And another thing happened. My mom passed away a little bit over a month ago. I didn't even shed a tear. I was like, it is what it is. I mean, it happened. What can I do? What can I do? How long do I want to, how much time do I want to take out of my life to grieve? How long? And let me tell you, it's not that I don't want you guys to grieve and go through the healing process. But once you go through a healing process, I would say one time flawlessly in a way that you feel all the entire array of emotions, you crush and burn. Sometimes you even suicidal. It happened to me too. But I crushed it and I overcame it so well that now when things like that, inevitable things happen, it doesn't crush me anymore. My mom passed. I can't do nothing about it. I moved on. The relationship ended. I did everything that I could. Can't do anything about it anymore. Moved on. Continue with my life. Yes, I stopped. I drew conclusions, like I'm telling you all the time, from this past relationship, because now I know I don't want to have kids. So that's a big one. I wasn't sure about it. I didn't know. But when the relationship progressed, I was like, do I, don't I? And I realized that I don't. So you learn. This is the lessons that you learn. Every ex is a great teacher. Everyone. Sometimes there's ones that are a little bit harsh, and sometimes there are ones that a little bit less. But the lesson is a lesson. They're always a teacher, and it's beautiful and wonderful. It doesn't need to be that painful, but it is painful when you don't know better. And I'm here to teach you how to do it better and heal correctly. With that said, you guys, I love you, and I will see you again in the next one.